Well, good morning, everybody. Beautiful spring day here on Monday. Getting close to May. Welcome back to Mondays with Moss. We're talking about 52 things you need to know, only one at a time, 1 week at a time. So I was looking over some of the topics I've explored with you over the past few months, and wow, they really are kind of cool in terms of if you were to practice these on a regular basis. Like the first one was get grounded, get your feet on the ground. Realistic optimism, deal with what you have to deal with, have some grit, but keep a positive attitude. Then we talked about moving from rumination and worry to curiosity. Curiosity is a great way of staying engaged and not letting your fear take over you. I think we spent 2 sessions on conflict and conflict resolution. A big one is don't take things so personally. Then we looked at two strong feelings to deal with, your fear and your anger, basically self-regulation. We looked at courage, why we need courage to live a good life. We looked at triggers that throw us into really emotional turmoil. I did one on be delusional, a little delusional, like have an idea that you fall in love with, be passionate. Last week, I think we talked about personal boundaries, being able to keep scaffolding, like keep the bowling ball in the alley, keep your life focused. And today, I want to talk to you about something that came up on Friday when I was working with my acupuncturist. She told me about one of her contractors working on her house. So I'm going to call this the tale of being personally responsible, or 6 degrees of disruption. Remember Kevin Bacon talking about 6 degrees of separation? This is six degrees of disruption. So basically what I'm looking at is if you can get taking personal responsibility for your life and everything that happens, you can then take a lot of the things I've put in my 12-session package. This is the 11th session. I've been talking about 52 things. I have one more. I hope you have found this helpful and you've enjoyed these. If so, hit like. Let me know that you've enjoyed it, because I said I was going to do 12 of them and then decide if I wanted to do more based upon, are you getting value from this? Anyway, I was talking to my acupuncturist, and what happened was this. She had hired someone to do cabinetry in her kitchen down the shore. And the person who was in charge of the cabinets had canceled several times at the last minute. So maybe 3 or 4 times, he set up a session, told you he was going to be there, did not show up, threw the whole work schedule off because his work took precedent over the electrical work, the painting, the wallpapering, doing floors. So a lot of things depended upon his getting it done. He had made several commitments to get it done, but he didn't show up, and he only canceled at the last minute. And then the straw that broke the camel's back was he got COVID, and that was out for at least 2 weeks, maybe even longer. So I said to her, "Can you really work on my body today? Are you going to know where to put the needles?" She's an acupuncturist. She puts needles in your body. So I found that really interesting about this notion of personal responsibility. That's what I'm going to call this. It was a trigger for her that she was very patient up to the point of COVID, threw her off track, messed up the whole slew of subcontractors who really needed the cabinets to go in first. So he was basically a pleaser who said yes, but did not know how to set boundaries, was not grounded, did not follow through, and really handled the whole relationship very badly. Set up a lot of annoyance, disappointment, and distrust. So the question for you today and this week is, do you see yourself as personally responsible? Or do you often fail to follow up on your promises? Do you keep your promises? Do you break your promises? Do you make excuses? Do you blame others? Do you find ways of avoiding just taking responsibility? So what are the unintended consequences of your action? How many people get injured? What are the 6 degrees of disruption by being personally irresponsible? Okay? Who else gets affected? I'm sure it's more than just the person you're talking to. Maybe a whole slew of people, much like my acupuncturist and the subcontractors, and also all the people she had scheduled to come down to spend a wonderful time in her new house. She can't do that now because the kitchen's a mess. So do you want to be more personally responsible? Well, I was listening to a video done by Brendan Burchard, a motivational speaker, a quite good one. He talked about five things to do to become more personally responsible and powerful. I wanted to share them with you. These are, number one, take aim. Take aim. Decide on a goal or an intention. Set a path. Don't live your life by someone else's path. Decide on your path, whether that's in relationship, work, personal health, but set an intention, a goal to work on. So, for example, in my personal health, it's I intend to be healthy, vital, and strong. In terms of my work, I attract abundance with ease and joy. Abundance, not just money, but abundance in terms of working with people who really want to learn to be life navigators and move from being victims and survivors. So the first action you can take is take aim. You're taking aim at a goal. Number two, pay attention and get focused. Direct your attention. If you set your aim, for example, to take care of your body, make sure you are paying attention to that. Have you done your exercise? Did you do your walk today? Did you do your stretches? In other words, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Don't get distracted. Keep them on the steering wheel. Look out the front windshield. Drive in the direction that you're intending. Notice when you get distracted and get back on course. We all get distracted. The key is to be aware of it and get back on course. Number three, have a good attitude. Be open to learning, or are you closed and angry? I like to teach people to have growth mindsets, that if they make mistakes, which is inevitable, it's okay, learn from your mistake. And as I think it was Einstein, no, it was Winston Churchill said, make your mistake, and although I make mistakes, I move on to make a new mistake, and I don't make the old mistake again. So move through your mistakes and learn from them. So pay attention. Have a good attitude. Be open, not closed and angry. The fourth one is be affectionate. Express love and caring towards others and let them know they're important to you. Thank people. When you're in a restaurant, especially now that we're beginning to get back into restaurants, and we're seeing the waiters and waitresses and the people who set us, be positive, leave a good tip, be affectionate, be generous. And lastly, take action. Choose the behaviors that make the most sense to succeed in your intentions. So intentions give you the direction, like that's your North Star, and your actions should be an expression of your intention. Who you are, who you will become is a result of what you choose to do today. Who you become is a result of what you choose today. So in brief summary, the 5 things that Brendan suggests is aim, attention, attitude, affection, and action. So hope you found this short talk useful. Take personal responsibility. It does make a difference. I know when I take personal responsibility, if I screw up or mess up something, if I clean it up, apologize, and get back on track, I feel like I'm a navigator. I'm not into making excuses. I really hate it when I make excuses. Not sure about you. So, guys, my friends, hope you found this talk useful. Next week is my 12th talk that completes this package on 52 things you need to know. I decided to do 12 of them. Let me know if you want me to continue. Let me know if you like them. And if you have any issue you want me to deal with, I'll be glad to deal with it. I can always role play with my wife in a session. Many of you saw the one on conflict. I think we got 1,500 hits on that one. So be intentional, take personal responsibility, 6 degrees of irresponsibility. Have a good week. I wish you well. Enjoy the sun. Take care.